hope you're having a good morning so far. At least it's morning here, right at this moment. I guess it's more afternoon still. The sun is out and all that good stuff. We have a little fire going on the TV. I do have a real fireplace right here, but I guess we're doing a digital one instead. It's just a little too hot for a real fire. But I thought it might be relaxing. So today I just wanted to talk about my animal ashtrays. I do have a video on my whole collection, but I thought maybe we could spend a little more time on some of them and pick a theme. This is my newest one. I got it as a gift the other day, and I think it's so precious. If you put whatever you're smoking out in its mouth, the smoke will come out of its nose. I've always wanted a mouth ashtray, and I think it's so cute. It does have some wear and tear on it, but otherwise it's pretty good condition. But yeah, I got this as a gift, and I wanted to talk about it. So I was like, what if I just talk about all my animal ashtrays? And I had more than I thought. So I'm excited to talk about them, and I hope you enjoy the sounds they make. I might not try to talk the entire time, just let them speak for themselves. But without further ado, let's get started. Oops. So that was my first one, my doggy one. And then I also have this bear boy. I like his little boobs. It's a cutie bear. It definitely looks like it should have a location on it, because it seems like something you'd buy at a lodge resort gift shop. But it doesn't. I don't know. I think it's pretty cute. This one's basically an animal one. It has animals on it. 2 horses with a carriage. I actually have 2 of this one. I have this one and a blue pearlescent version. I honestly think the blue is a little prettier than this, but it also has some cracks in it because it was dropped and I put it back together. I didn't drop it, but I did put it back together. And I thought it just would be better to stay in the display case. But it's the exact same as this. The horses look the same, only the carriage is a different color. Okay. Yeah, I think this one is, I don't know what I was gonna say. I like the blue. I like the blue version a little bit better, but this one's still beautiful. And they're decently detailed. Well, enough for ceramic, I suppose. My next one is, I have this fish, brass fish with another fish. And this screw definitely needs tightened. This thing spins pretty easily. It's supposed to be kind of sad like that, because that's where your cigarette or whatever would go. And I love this fishy. I got it when we were in Oregon. That's looking around some antique shops. And I picked it up, and it's kind of expensive, and I was like, it's really cool. So I made them an offer, and they took it. I actually think they bartered me, of course, like a couple dollars more than what I asked, but it was still cheaper than it was. I don't remember. I think I got it to like 15 or 20 maybe, but it's pretty cool. And that's what's hindered the growth of my ashtray collection, because I like ones like this that look like something, and you know, also just like they're really neat, like glass blown ones. But but special like hanging ashtrays or something, which I don't have because they're so expensive. I get it, but I don't get it, if that makes sense. But in lieu of fancy hanging ashtrays, we have turtle ashtrays. I keep this one on our incense shelf right here. And it was the lighters. Because obviously these aren't really getting used. Maybe that's not obvious, but they're not getting used really. So if I can give them little tasks about the house, I will. They make for decent trinket dishes, I would say. Also love the painting on this one. Love the coloring. Makes me want to do ceramics. Me and my partner want to walk in the, it was just a park really. It was supposed to be a trail, but it was right next to a main street. But there was a little turtle trying to cross the sidewalk. So my boyfriend helped him along. He was cute. It was honestly the fastest turtle I'd seen. I know sometimes they can be quick, but he was on a mission. Okay, now we begin with the birds. This is one of my favorite ashtrays that I own. I talked about it in the collection version if you watched that. But it's a party ashtray, so all of these come out as individual ashtrays. Isn't that so cool? This is awesome. So in total, I think it's 12 ashtrays. The base one is connected to this. So this acts as an ashtray, and then these are all just single. And still, even then, when you would take them out, what a unique shape. That's so cool. I've never seen anything like it. A lot of these, maybe not that any of these that I'm showing, but the more classic ones are that you think might be unique. Like I have one that looks like pebbles in a river, and I've seen that same ashtray quite a few times, honestly. And so it's really cool to have something that I've never seen before I got it. Or after, you know. It's going a little quicker than I thought, but I don't want to spend too long on them. I think my neighbors are mowing, I'm sorry. Must be these next to me. The little swan. She is missing a flower up here. And I think I got her like that because it should be. They do stick out quite a bit, so it makes sense. But she's still worth it. She's quite elegant. I have themes on each of my shelves in my display case, and there's an elegant themed one. I used to have lace on the base of it, and I had all these fancy ones in there, like the white and gold ones. It's the pretty big theme on that shelf, white and gold and pink. Another bird one. I'm not exactly sure if this is supposed to be a pigeon. Probably a dove, I guess, now I'm looking at it. But it's white and gold with a little tomato stain. It's not really tomato stain. I don't know what it is. Probably use. Gold castle, made in Japan. I like the dots around the birdie's eyes. It's very beautiful. And the bird is rather detailed. You can see its feathers. And that's so cool. And its little feet. I really enjoy this ashtray. I think it's It's so nice and spacious. And I feel like the design doesn't get in the way. Okay, the last two I have are probably a bit of a stretch, but I guess instead of this being strict animal stuff, these are animal inspired essence. This is a sardine can. And I feel like this is probably the most, I was going to say most unique, but I looked it up because I was trying to see if I have anything of value, I guess. I don't. But this was actually a lot more common than I thought. I was going to say it's my most unique because it's pretty fun, but it's not unique in the fact that I've seen more of these online versus some of the other ones I can't find. I have one that I can't find anything about at all. I even Google image searched it. It's not an animal one, so I won't show you here, but it is in the other video if you want to check that out. It does have a sardine in there, so that counts as that's a fish, but we'll call it an animal. My last one is more of a stretch, but this ashtray is really cool because I can trade out the picture. So I did just put a picture of a lion from one of my National Geographics that I talked about in another video. I was like, I just got one about lions. Perfect. But I think this ashtray is really cool because of that. And it seems handmade. Like someone had this ashtray and they're like, you know what? I want a base for it. I really like this. And if it is handmade, that makes me love it even more. I could probably do this with some of my other ashtrays, honestly. I think the wood cut is really pretty too. Nice line here. The stain on it's really pretty. It's the natural wood. Just a girl talking about wood. Okay. Well, that was a pretty quick video. I guess I thought they would last a little longer, but I don't really like spending too long on stuff, especially tapping. It can get a little monotonous, so I wanted to switch it up with not too much time on each, you know. But I'd love to know what you thought about these, what your favorite animal ashtray was. If you've watched the other video, if you had another favorite aside from the animal ones. But thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'd love to hear what you think. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.